Well, now we amp up the heat a little bit going into wait, that's the familiar music, the trance of the phenomenal one. AJ Styles is back and he is embodying the return of one of the most dominant factions in the history of this industry. The Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows, and AJ Styles repping the Bullet Club tonight. And Big E said back a few weeks ago when he made this match that his next opponents for the Tongans would be a ghost of their past. And what it truly is, of course, Tama and Loa, the Gorillas of Destiny, had quite the history back in Japan. Of course, the Good Brothers and Damian Priest were able to beat Solo Sikoa and the Tongans this past Friday. Well, not Damian Priest, my apologies, CM Punk were able to beat the Good Brothers, were able to beat the Bloodline. Oh, wow. It looks like the mind game's starting early. But it is not gonna be well lived, because the Tongans are not alone. The Bloodline is in full force. And while the man who was unsuccessful earlier tonight, but speaking of history, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa bringing out the war paint. A throwback to their days as Gorillas of Destiny back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. These are the men that held the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles 8 times. Absolutely changed the game. And Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu there to accompany them. And they are looking as confident as ever, those tag titles sitting very comfortably around their waist. The question is, they won them back off the New Day. Will they be able to withhold those belts in the face of the newly formed Bullet Club? And while Tama and Loa, two of the BCOGs alongside Gallows and Anderson, but now they stand the side of the self-proclaimed tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. And that is what they are all gathered here for today, the World Tag Team Championships. Of course, earlier tonight we saw a huge tag title change when JD McDonough and Finn Balor on the Raw side were able to dethrone Fraxium in one hell of an upset. And Mike Rome now introducing the contest. Rod Zapta will be refereeing, of course. The Good Brothers, the Broskis, laser focused there. Not much in showmanship. I mean, looking across this ring, both men, both sides looking at ghosts from their past. Unresolved issues. Of course, when the Good Brothers left Japan, when AJ left Japan, Tama and Loa stood strong. They rep Bullet Club until the bitter end. And now Styles is bringing it back to the West, bringing it to the US, bringing it to SmackDown. And here we go, Tama and Anderson kicking things off. Anderson getting the upper hand with a neck breaker. Oh, wait a minute. Loa instantly in to flip the curve. And this is one hell of a moment here, Money in the Bank. For this Toronto crowd getting to witness such a return to form. And Tama throwing up the ones, direct eye contact with Lower at the same time. And, well, here we go now, tag action as Lower reached for Carl. And there it is. Solo Sikoa sucketing Carl Anderson. Tonga Loa with the cheap shot. And now the tag made. And is exposing that rib to the stiff fist of the infamous Tonga Loa. Just bridging that arm straight across the throat, limiting the airways, and just pulling the knee up. Oh well. Loa getting into the face of Doc Gallows as the beating begins. Tag made to Tonga Loa. And while Carl Anderson again able to rally. Irish whip attempt, reversing the momentum. Tama is in there like a high-speed rail. Express shipping to a new dimension with the strength of those forearms being thrown. And look at that, the eye rake from Tama. Rod Zapta giving them some leeway. Carl Anderson, the flying forearm, steps up, uses Anderson's body as leverage. And here we go again, Tama just trapping Anderson in the corner. Oh, wait a minute. Bullet Club pulling off some sneaky tactics. Well, AJ Styles swiping the foot has given Carl Anderson the in, has given Carl Anderson the moment he needed. And you go for the first time in this matchup. Luke Gallows makes the tag for the double big back body drop. And when we're talking about Luke Gallows being involved, it is definitely big. While Loa takes advantage, Gallows rolled to the outside to catch a breath. Gave Loa time to line up the spear and went for a second. Completely undershot the hit. Gallows with a roll up, reversing momentum on the pin now, and a little back and forth pinning predicament. Well, Loa makes the tag, raking the eyes. Tama Tonga quick to well, Tama just wiped the referee out. Well, the Tongans attempting to utilize the kendo stick. Well, AJ Styles creating the perfect opportunity for Gallows to tag into Anderson. And yeah. Maybe the best taunt in the well, Tama pulling the attention of the referee to allow for two, and Solo to get their hands on Carl Anderson with the ref blindsided. Here we go, the murder machine that is the Gorillas of Destiny being put on display, and Anderson being the target. Carl needs to get that tag off. Needs to rally, needs to unleash the machine gun that we all know. But Gallows just screaming. AJ as well, just trying to will on. His tag partners will on the boys. Oh well, here we go. Tongan driver. Head first into the mat. K.A. is KO'ing. Luke Gallows sends lower flying. Carl Anderson trying to rally in, trying to bring. Ah, well, here we are now. The dog pile on the outside as the bloodline dig their teeth into Carl Anderson. And all that can currently happen is that close call. And wait a minute. Gallows firing himself up. 1, 2, and a deep kick out. Ah, well, tag made. Gallows bomb connects and Tonga lower taking things into enemy territory with an assault on Luke Gallows. 2 count now, but remember, it is champion's advantage. So if this goes to count out or DQ, Lower and Tama will retain. And the beatdown of Anderson and Gallows continuing. Oh well, Tama looking to get a little risky with it from the... Risky was definitely the correct word. One hell of an overshoot. Instead of colliding with Gallows, Tama shot for the moon and, well... Oh, what? Bad news for Jacob for 2. Rod Zepter has had enough. And he has now officially been ejected as guerrilla warfare continues. And here we go. Hooks the leg. Anderson quick to break it up. But AJ caught the attention of the referee. And now Tama, a subject to a full trio of elbow drops. Both teams showing they have no fear in twisting and bending the rules, proving exactly what both sides were built on. The very foundations of the club they both represent. And Tama fighting with the force of 1,000 men, an animal possessed. And this could be where the deal gets sealed. Shoulders. Rolls him through, tag made to Loa. Tonga Loa puts the one up to the sky. Off the ropes for the flying headbutt. And now Gallows looking to face his own ire. Spear in the corner from Loa. But Luke still just trying to rally in. And well, Loa takes out Anderson. Gallows instantly on top of him, swinging neckbreaker. Feel like they're coming into this final stage. Solo Sikoa, I should mention, has also been removed from ringside amongst all the chaos. Oh no, 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 no. On the shoulders. Sitting out for the flapjack. And wait a minute. Tama Tonga running in the ring. And AJ drawing the attention. And this is where Bullet Club currently holds the advantage. And there we go again, that spear. Tonga Loa, Kama Goye hooks the leg. And somehow Tonga Loa on a turn. Well, Loa just turned his attention to the ref. No. Loa tried to play dirty. Gallows countered. Oh well. Taking too long in the run-up, and Gallows is starting to have the number of Tonga Loa here, and things could be slipping from bad to worse. Carl Anderson on his warning cannot get involved. But the same goes for the flip side of the ring. Tempted to make the tag, potentially put finishing touches on this one. Luke Gallows. Gallows bomb. And now Tama is vulnerable. Tama could be in serious risk here. Hooks him in. Again, just whipping out the Hurricane Rana. The high-paced offense. That is maybe the most useless move in any repertoire. Oh my god. Tag made. And Loa assessing all options. Low blow connects. And now Luke Gallows in troubled grounds. Tag made for the Tongan twist. Guerrilla warfare in full action for the 1, 2, 3. and still tag team champions. The Good Brothers bringing everything to the table. The Bullet Club not relenting, playing the games that are heavily played by their opposition, but still was not enough to shine through, was not enough to barrel through, and ultimately it was that low blow from Tonga Loa which set up the killing blow, the assisted Tongan twist, which allowed the GOD in their grand return to form pick up the pin. And well, it was a match filled with action, and right here you can see the perfect dodge, but Gallows sucking him in, nailed the flapjack, set it for the Gallows bomb, was unsuccessful in hitting it, and there it is. After taking out the ref, that low blow, the Tongan twist, and then Tama hooks the leg, and the tag titles stay on the waists of these two men. The war paint may be faded, but the message is the same. The Tongans are here to rule, and they are going absolutely nowhere. And well, the Women's World Championship on the line now, and I imagine the Raw Mrs. Money in the Bank, Roxanne Perez, is looming in the back. And wait a minute. That is the music of the woman Shayna Baszler pinned just 2 weeks ago. Well, not pinned, submitted with extreme prejudice. Chelsea Green, who will be accompanying Piper Niven down to the ring as Niven gets her shot at the gold. And of course, all that leads back to that singles match between Shayna Baszler and Chelsea Green. Shayna Baszler, after successfully putting down Ivy Nile at Clash of the Castle in Scotland, was set on making a statement, declaring that no one is on her level and no one can even hold a candle up to what she is doing in the ring. And well, Chelsea Green would answer and request a title match, which Shayna would go on to decline. Triple H, the Raw General Manager, deeming that she has to at least back up her words, made the match in a non-title form. If Green won, she'd get the shot. Shayna Baszler was able to walk out successful, but not before Piper Niven attempted to get involved, stealing the Women's World Championship. And Shayna Baszler took that personally, and well, Baszler last Monday offered Piper if she wants to get her hands dirty, then well, Shayna will cover them with her own blood. Shayna Baszler accompanied to the ring tonight by the Pure Fusion Collective, Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark. But Shayna is laser focused. The submission magician, one of the most prolific strikers and technical competitors in the division. And while loading up the gum shield, the mouth guard, as Baszler gets ready to fight. Because that is what she does in between that ring. She isn't interested in going work rate. She isn't interested in putting on a spectacle. Shayna Baszler's entire offense is built around maiming and destroying her opponent, inflicting suffering to the next level. Oh well, Piper Niven looking ahead, looking focused. But the strength and power and size strictly in the corner of Niven. But the Queen of Spades can play it equally as tough, and while Shayna holding her title high, could this be the last time she gets a pose with the Women's World Championship? And while the title now being presented to both competitors, all formalities, but I imagine as soon as that bell rings, formalities are going to be off the table. And the bell goes. And here we go now. The lockup could be considered a major mistake from Piper to engage, giving Shayna every ground to just lead this assault. And just wrenching in the headlock here. And Piper Niven able to hit her with that back suplex. But Shayna able to get the upper hand now, and just that clubbing blow to the spine. Spin out forearm. And well, grounding with those closed fists, and now elevating to those elbow shots. And wait a minute, Shayna takes out Greener ringside. And this could be the thing that causes the unravel. Baszler not looking to just prove a point to Piper, looking to prove a point at the expense of them both. And again, spin out forearm. And wait, Baszler just folding up the legs of Piper Niven, and now going in for the arm. Just an all-out decimation on the limbs, and just stomps down on the arm. And again now, Shayna upping the ante, keeping the pressure high. Chelsea Green sat at ringside, just having to watch on it. I mean, I couldn't tell, we haven't got a clear image yet, but it is potentially possible there that Niven caught a right hand in the wrong way, and that you can see on the side of Niven's head. The blood starting to pour. Baszler warned Piper, and well, protecting that arm at all costs. Niven looks like the cut coming from around the eye. That could cause serious problems as this goes on. Can cause some serious impairment to the vision. Ah, well, here we go now. Bending back the arm. And this could only get more catastrophic as Shayna starts to really dig in, and of course Chelsea Green drawing the ire of Shayna, drawing the attention, as this matchup so far has been, well, very much in one person's ballpark. And the strength as Shayna just dusts off her boots. The disrespect at a new level. And well, it looks like Baszler challenging Niven here to a good old-fashioned strike fest. And you can see the strikes of Baszler being targeted at the wound. And Shayna with that run-in kick. Could this be the beginning of the end? And a move she learned from her old friend Piper's Pit. One. There's still no. Wait a minute. Shayna Baszler locking in the sleeper on Chelsea Green. She's not even in the match and attempting to do the same to Piper. Knee strike, square to the chin. Could we be calling it a day? And yes, Shayna Baszler in incredible fashion, in one hell of a display of dominance, just wiped the floor with Piper Niven. I mean, if I was Roxanne Perez, if I was asking the production team to cue my music to do that cash in, I am very quickly asking them to hold their breath. Shayna Baszler proving why she is the top of this division, why she holds that championship. I mean, Sonya and Zoe didn't even have to lift a finger to get involved, and Shayna Baszler gets to celebrate once more as world champion. What a performance, what a victory, and what a statement.